What's going on, guys? It's your boy JC reporting back live with JC Prevails Entertainment, but not with a game, clearly, right? Because all you see is me and not a menu screen. I wanted to make this video because I owe it to you guys. And recently, I think it's been, a week and a half, 2 weeks now, roughly around there, I officially became a YouTube partner. Now, this video is mainly me just being open about a few things, and to basically just thank you all, to express my deepest gratitude for all of you guys, and what it like and why I got into this in the first place. Now, some of the stuff my goal for this video is to be just basically pour out to you guys to reveal more about myself as an individual that you probably don't even know yet. I feel like, not that I owe it to you guys, but like, I don't know, I don't want it to sound weird, but like, I want you guys to get to know more about me. You know, we're about building a community, and my goal is to be as transparent as possible in this video without making it sound weird. And some of the stuff I may say in this video, probably it won't make any sense to you, and that's okay. Okay, some of it's very, very personal, and I'm sure you guys can relate to that. If that, even to that regard, a lot of stuff happens in our lives where only we understand it. You know what I mean? When it comes to certain things. So, but basically what it comes down to, I'm very, very thankful for you guys. Sorry for my speech in advance, guys. I've been trying to I was thinking or considering doing a script with this, or just writing ideas down, but I figured it wouldn't be as genuine. So I'm like, I'm just gonna get right to the chase, or not get right to the chase, but like, I'm just gonna go from scratch and see how it comes out, because I feel like it's the most genuine that way. But anywho, sorry guys, got a little caught off guard there. I want to just thank you guys extremely. Being a content creator these past almost 4 years now has been nothing but, let's just say I didn't see myself like this 5 years ago. There's no way. I literally went from a meathead, physique competitor, trainer, the whole thing, teaching people how to train. I was on the complete opposite of the spectrum. And that's not saying you can't still do this while you're doing, this per se, but like, just my life took a complete 180. Okay. And it was a 180 I did not expect. But yeah, no, I was a physique competitor before this, in the gym 5 to 6 times a week, eating like 3,000, 4,000 calories a day. And, obviously, with that sport came a lot of demons as well, frustrations. I struggled with a lot of image issues for most of my life, actually, because I had, growing up, I didn't have the best self-esteem. It was like down the tubes, and, yeah, no, when, COVID hit, or, when that whole thing went down, my clientele kind of went down in the freaking, gutter. And, I eventually just started getting checked out a little bit because it wasn't doing me justice. I didn't feel like I was getting where I wanted to be with my life. And I thought that was my dream job. I thought that's what I wanted, and, but, it was not the case. And then I all of a sudden started getting into watching more YouTube, and one thing came to another. This actually happened while during the lockdown, when we were all home. Well, some of us were home. I was home because I worked at a gym, and I was home for like 3 months. And yeah, so that all that happened. But like, during that time, I started consuming YouTube every now and then, and seeing all these people that are younger than me, all these young people. I'm not going to name any names for professionalism reasons. I don't even know if that's even a real big deal or not, but the point is that I noticed how successful these people were, and the fact that I was grinding day in and day out doing what I thought I loved to do, I don't know, man. Like, something just wasn't adding up to me. You know what I mean? It wasn't adding up, and it was almost very defeating, actually. But then something struck a nerve in me. I was watching and seeing all these opportunities that could arise from content creation. And I remembered, through my young years as a child, when YouTube became a thing. I think in like 2005 it came out or something like that. And I remembered asking myself on the inside, there was like this twinkling, this little voice inside going, maybe I could get into that. Maybe. But then I kind of like buried it because I struggle with, I have Tourette syndrome, a very manageable case. So yeah, whenever I make jokes in my content referring to that, I probably shouldn't do that. It's probably not a big deal. I'm probably just overthinking it at this point, but like I actually do have it. And it was causing me to doubt myself, to have fear. So like, I couldn't do content creation. I wouldn't be good at it. It was fear. It was fear. Basically I let it keep me in fear of trying something out of my comfort zone that I could have potentially done great at it too, especially early on when everything was still new and fresh. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So one thing led to another with the whole lockdown thing. I'm consuming YouTube. Then all of a sudden something sparked in me to like really just say, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm making a change. And I just started consuming YouTube, not to the point where it was, I was kind of imbalanced with it. It was a bit excessive, but I basically spent an entire year of doing nothing but learning, absorbing as much information as possible to make videos, to paste, to edit, thumbnails, the whole shebang, you name it. If you could come up with something that I probably that you struggle with content creation, that's probably what I was absorbing in as well. So like I absorbed everything from head to toe when it came to content creation. I was absolutely relentless because I was done with it, and those of you who are out there living paycheck to paycheck, I'm sure you guys can relate because I was sick of it. I was done. And I was like, you know what? I'm done letting my shortcomings define who I am. Like, I hope that came out right, but I'm done letting them hold me back from what I think I could accomplish in life, and that goes without saying. Like, out there, whoever you are, if you're watching this right now, if you've got like a learning curve or anything like that, don't let that keep you from doing what you love. Like, seriously, you never know what you could accomplish until you try it. Okay. Don't let that define you. If anything, embrace it, but don't like allow it to be your label. You know what I mean? Right to this day, I've accepted who I am. I'm not ashamed of it by any means. It gets frustrating every now and then living with it, with Tourette's, but it comes with the territory, and it's who I am, and I can't stop it. And it's what I have. So, anyway, moving forward here with my point. So that's when I started really, again, absorbing as much YouTube as possible. And then it kind of got to a point where, well, I'll just start with this. So for those of you that don't know, my closest friend is Jesus Christ. He is the reason why I literally got into this in the first place. So something sparked in me to want to do this, this whole YouTube thing. And then it got to a point where I was getting so intense with it that I felt this impression, this knock on my heart, almost like God was saying, so I hear you. I know what you want to do with your life, and this is me personally. It may not apply to you, but this is, again, I want to be as open as possible. This is more like a testimony along with, my gratitude toward you guys. But watch what I can do with it. You're striving. And, I have a very close relationship with Jesus, and I was very, it was a bit, doing the whole YouTube thing, I wanted it so badly, but I was forgetting it was taking me away from him. I wasn't listening, and that's what, God wants from all of us. He wants our attention, and sometimes he will use things. He puts desires in our hearts, but he wants us to acknowledge who gives us them, and again, this is for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just my personal testimony. Everybody's different. And this is just my story, you know? So I made a decision to ask God what he wanted of me and to strengthen the desire in my heart if it's what he wanted me to do. Because, you know, just receiving all this confirmation in my heart from just motivational speeches and, you know, some words just leap at you, you know, like something is ticking in your heart, speaking to you directly, you know, confirming the basis for why you're chasing what you're chasing. So it all of a sudden became a dream of mine that it really started coming to that. Like when it's funny, growing up as a kid, you don't think of dreams that much. You don't think of you like, you know, when a kid's young, he's like, when I grow up, I want to be a cowboy. When I grow up, I want to be a fireman. You know, stuff like that. You don't really think of. Then when you grow up, you don't really think or take those seriously. At least in my opinion, you know, no one really talks about dreaming. You know, and when I mean dreaming, I mean having a vision for what you want your life to be about. You know, so, and then it just spoke to me. Like, you know, when I was listening to a radio station, and it hit me so hard. She said that if a dream that you have in your heart doesn't scare you, whatever it is that you want to accomplish, it's not big enough. And right there, my eyes went wide, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh!" Like this, there was just too much overwhelming personal evidence to ignore that was going on with my life spiritually. You know, so one thing led to another. You know, it didn't even dawn on me at the time that was a dream of mine, to be a YouTuber. And the more and more I you know, progressed with my confirmation and just growing as a person spiritually, and with my relationship with, you know, Jesus, I began to expand my visions for what I wanted my life to be about when it came to being a YouTuber. And that's where this goes in. That's where this like ties in. So like Denzel Washington, you guys obviously know who that is, right? He basically said a quote that changed my life and how I think about things. His quote was, "True desire in the heart for anything good that you want in your life, that itch that you have that you can't shake, whatever it is that you want to accomplish, could be to start a business, whatever that may be. In this case, a dream, right? Dreams are, you know, you can only see the end result, but you can't see the journey in between, right? That's God's proof to you, sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already." And when I heard that, that was it. When I heard that quote like 4 years ago, that was it for me. And I was like, I'm going for it. I'm going for it. So my goal as a YouTuber, why I wanted to do this, we're getting into this part now. Why I wanted to be a YouTuber. Well, yeah, we all want success, right? We all want to be successful. But it's mainly to help my family prosper because of the extraordinary or the enormous opportunities that could be gained from it. But another part of it is I want to help people. I want to be an inspiration to people. I want to help people prosper all over the world. I want to give back. I want to lift people up. I want to inspire people. We live in a very divided and mixed up world, and I want to help people tap in. I want my content, or just my influence, to reach all four corners of this earth, and I want to have people tap into the potential that they probably don't even know that they have, or that's buried under low self-esteem, divorce, you name it. We all have stuff that we think we want to do, you know, and I want you guys to really think about what you want your life to be about. I don't want you guys to settle. We all have a purpose on this earth. I don't believe that none of us are accidents, and I feel that when I do YouTube, it takes me to another place. I love broadcasting. My passion is content. I love making videos for you guys because it makes you guys happy. And every video that I do, whether it be reaction video, mainly gaming, right? I always like to tie in my feedback in terms of what kind of positive message that we could take out of the game. What can I give to you guys in terms of, why I'm doing this in the first place? You know what I mean? So mainly I want to help people prosper. I want to change lives. I want to support just I don't want to get into too much detail with that because, you know what? No, I am going to get into detail with it because I don't want to be scared to tell you guys. I want to be able to give back. I want to be able to fund the police. I want to be able to fund the military. I want to be able to give resources for the sick, for the homeless, for the veterans out there that need more of our assistance. I want to be able to make change and be an icon for the youth of all the nations to just be a positive influence on them, to bring them up out of whatever that they're in. My channel is meant for everyone. And I mean everyone. I want everyone to feel safe on my channel. My channel, I welcome everybody. I want to, and more ideas may come along the way. More ideas may come along the way. I want my family to be set. I want my mom to be set. I want my wife and child to get the life that I want them to have, that they deserve. I want them to live more abundantly. Everything that I desire for my channel and for my future is literally based on my foundation in Jesus Christ. Now, I'm not saying that, what am I saying? I'm not saying, oh, you should chase something to just be rich. No, that's not what I'm saying. I am saying that I am aware of the opportunities that could arise from this certain craft, and I am willing to do whatever it takes to reach a point where I could be a positive influence on the world. That's what I want. And I hope that doesn't sound cocky or arrogant to me. I have a deep compassion for people, and I want to use my ability to my abilities as a person, my human experience, my compassion. I want to help change the world, to make it a better place. I hope, and I'm being open and honest with you guys here, I hope that you guys are recognizing this from a good place. I'm not trying to, some people, you never know. Some people could take this as like, oh, who do you think you are to be dreaming that big? Now, let me tell you something. When you have a dream that's big, right? When you feel like you have a dream that's in over your head, I don't believe that's an accident. I believe that is something that's put inside of you and is meant for you, and I want you to go after it, okay? Because guess what? Someone along the line is praying for a miracle in their life, and you could be that miracle. You could be that miracle. You could be that turning point for them. It's not a joke, okay? We all have dreams. We all have goals we want to accomplish. And I'm going to tell you right now, your circumstances that you have right now, chances are they're the complete opposite of what you've been dreaming about. That is an indicator that what you're envisioning for your life is totally possible, but you have to put in the work. And like Denzel Washington said, keep God first in everything you do. I love his boldness in it too. So that's what I've been trying to do. Well, that's what I've been doing. I'm not a perfect individual by any means, but I push on in God's grace and forgiveness, knowing that all this will amount to something in the end. And it's been crazy. It's been nuts. And this has been a very unique craft for me because you work so hard on something, right? And then it gets no traction. Like, it's a very unique craft. It is, because you could put your whole heart into a piece of content and then it gets nowhere. And it's like, what? I've had that happen to me so many times. But again, there's a conviction that I have in my heart to keep going. There's a Bible verse. I'm not good at the references, but faith is the evidence or conviction of what is unseen. So basically, what I'm trying to get at here is I'm not going anywhere. And I want to thank you guys so much for you guys inspire me. You guys help keep me going. You guys motivate me. The comments I've been getting, the feedback, the love and support from you guys, it's unreal. And I hope that I'm humbled by it, guys. I'm really humbled. We're at 1,600 subscribers, guys. One day, I have no doubt, by God's grace, by the grace of God, I will look back on this video and be completely somewhere else with it. Yeah, I have goals. I got plans for my family, and things, beautiful things, big things take time. And I hope this video for you guys, I hope this video just kind of brings to light maybe some dreams that you've buried yourself. You know, I didn't know dreaming was even a thing until, you know, it hit me 4 years ago when I was listening to the radio, and it all amounted up for something, you know? So I just basically encourage you guys to not settle, to keep digging, long for something more in your life that you could offer the world. When you attach it to others, when you attach a dream only to help yourself, it's too small. It's too small. You got to attach it to serving others. Yeah, no, I love my family, and every time, something else I want to share with you guys, every time I do a video or every time I'm about to broadcast, I make the time, get my little cup of coffee, go outside, and just talk to God for like 10 minutes and pray. Ask for strength for my performance, my speech, my commentary. I always desire my speech to be honorable and of self-control. And just that I could be a beacon for you guys. That I could just be a beacon or just something that represents hope and inspiration, you know? But yeah, I want to use brands to help people. I want to just help people financially. And I just yeah, I want to make change. So again, I thank you guys for helping me achieve YouTube partnership. This is just the beginning. I cannot wait to see what God has in store for my life for the future. It's all in His plan, His timing. And hope I didn't scare you guys with this video, but I wanted to be open about my personal life and about my, you know, spiritual life as well. But it is because of my love for Jesus that I love every single one of you, and that I continue to do this. And if you guys have any questions for me, please let me know. Yeah, I'm open. I'm open to anything. Okay. And again, memberships are up and running. Okay. And I wanted to include that announcement in here as well. So whatever perks are entailed with the specific membership that you're looking for, feel free to look them up. If you have questions, just ask me. Yeah, and also I wanted to let you guys know that I am considering down the road, not just doing games. Gaming will always be part of the channel, but I'm not against doing podcasts. I'm not against doing reaction videos. We've done some of those in the past, but until I get a well-rounded understanding of how things work, with the whole, like, you know, what's acceptable and what isn't, because I don't want my videos to affect, or I don't want, like, you know, all the copyright shenanigans to happen. So I am going to have to change my direction with some of the videos. I had a direction, but apparently it's affecting the monetization of my videos, even though that's not the primary cause. But if I'm looking at this to be a career for my future to help my family, then I have to take action appropriately. So I will have to change how I do some of my videos. And I'm not saying, like, you know, just little things. Like I'm not gonna, you know, because there's certain licenses that I have to. There's a whole thing of it. There's like a whole freaking license agreement stuff that you have to go over. It involves money, and I can't do that right now. I just don't have the funds. So, But again, my direction for content going forward isn't going to change, just certain things. And I'm sure you guys have already noticed that I had to take the opening sequence out of my videos because the music there I needed a license for, and it was money, and I did not have it. So I had to just, take some things into account. But other than that, sorry for the ramble. But so yeah, I have to change a little bit of my direction with the content. But other than that, everything is sweet and sappy. What else? So memberships, feel free to take charge with those if you want to get exclusive content and just exclusive perks that are only opened and available for members. And yeah, leave a like on this video, guys. Tell me what you think about what I've had to say, and leave a comment. But yeah, please. And if you happen to subscribe to the channel, make sure to hit the notification bell, turn notifications on all to get all my latest updates. But I want to thank you guys so much for letting me bold and open and honest with you guys. And yeah, I encourage you guys to just dream big, okay? And no matter what your life may look like, never underestimate the grace of God. Never underestimate, circumstances. Time doesn't matter. Things could change like that. Okay, keep grinding, work your butt off, and I believe in due time you will reap your amazing harvest. God bless you guys in advance. As always, I'm JC. Stay tuned. Until next time. Take care, everybody. Thank you guys so much.